Group B for the FIFA 2022 World Cup in Qatar has some of the most intriguing matches of the tournament, with the United States and England leading what looks to be an exciting group. In previous World Cups, the U.S. had faced both England and fellow Group B opponent Iran, notably when the U.S. memorably upset England to knock them out in 1950. The two faced each other again in 2010 and shared a draw that helped the United States finish first in that group in South Africa. England will begin this tournament as the dark horse to win the group stage, but they have been given a fascinating clash against one of their closest rivals, Wales. The four teams chosen for the group will compete in a round-robin style, with each country playing the other three. The points from the three group stage matches are used to calculate the group rankings. 3 points for a victory, 1 point for a draw, and none for a defeat. Hello, and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we have come up with the FIFA World Cup Group B analysis, prediction, key players, and favorites. Before we begin the video, don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming World Cup updates. The top two teams from each group, in terms of total points, proceed to the single-game knockout rounds. If two clubs are deadlocked on points, the first tiebreaker is goal difference, followed by goals scored. Let's take a closer look at the Group B clubs. England. After reaching the World Cup semifinals in 2018 and the Euro 2020 final, only to lose on penalties to Italy, England will be desperate to go one better in Qatar and win their first major prize since 1966. Gareth Southgate has some really promising young players at his disposal, like Dortmund's Jude Bellingham and Arsenal's Bukayo Saka, as well as a number of star players with extensive tournament experience. It's now up to them to cross the finish line. Southgate will be hoping that Manchester United defender Harry Maguire can regain his best form ahead of the tournament despite his problems at the club level, while Harry Kane, who will likely have the opportunity to become his country's all-time greatest goalscorer, will be tested once again. USA. The United States will compete in the World Cup in 2022 after narrowly edging out Costa Rica in regional qualification. The United States men's national team will compete on the world stage for the 11th time, with the most remarkable finish being a semifinal run in the first tournament in 1930. Without a doubt, Greg Berhalter's team has enough youthful talent to advance out of the group, and they should thrill fans along the road as they design a possible deep World Cup run. Christian Pulisic of Chelsea is likely to be the leading man. Iran will compete in the World Cup for the third time in a row as the top-ranked Asian squad capable of creating an impression. They qualified for the 2022 showpiece with ease, winning 8 of their final qualification round games and losing just 1. That was enough for them to finish first in their group, beating out South Korea, who qualified as runners-up as well. Iran's offensive lineup includes Porto attacker Mehdi Taremi, Feyenoord creative Alireza Jahanbakhsh, and Bayer Leverkusen danger Sardar Azmoun, but their coaching position has received the most attention in the build-up. Dragan Skocic guided them to qualifying but was dismissed and rehired in short succession in July before being replaced by ex-Manchester United strategist Carlos Queiroz. He is presently in his second stint as coach, having led them to the World Cups in 2014 and 2018. Wales. Due to events off the field, Wales had to wait longer than most to secure their place in Qatar, with the conclusion of the last European playoff slot being postponed until June. Wales finally overcame Ukraine on June 5, 1958. Wales reached the semifinals of their only World Cup finals appearance in years. Robert Page's side has fought much above their weight, even reaching the Euro 2016 quarterfinals before falling to eventual winners Portugal. Gareth Bale and Fulham loanee Daniel James will be critical to their World Cup chances. Are the Three Lions ready to roar once more? England is in great shape coming into the competition. Unbeaten in a year and a half with the exception of the penalty shootout in the Euro 2020 final against Italy with bright youth and an almost certain goal threat in the shape of Harry Kane up front. Gareth Southgate's team may also be free of the expectations that have hampered them from doing well in numerous knockout games over the previous 3 decades. Despite their greatest efforts, they have not won the World Cup since 1966. Raheem Sterling of Manchester City, who turns 28 during the competition, is one man to keep an eye on. He made his England debut against Sweden in 2012, along with fellow rookie Leon Osman. Even at the early age of 17, the former Everton and England midfielder believed Sterling was destined for greatness. Iran has a new look. Iran's fan base is projected to be among the strongest in Qatar. Traveling fans may anticipate a slightly more forward-thinking squad than the fairly defensive team led by Carlos Queiroz in the World Cups in 2014 and 2018. Iran at the World Cup is always a major topic, said Yuri Levy, a Middle East and North African football writer. They had a successful qualifying campaign. They demonstrated their quality under Dragan Skocic. The difference is being made by the talent up front. Sardar Azmoun of Bayer Leverkusen and Mehdi Taremi of Porto are 2 notable players on the team. Despite playing England, Iran has a solid chance of finishing second in Group B behind the United States. They will never give up creating history for their nation. World Cup winners' view. The United States is a World Cup regular. Christian Pulisic is undeniably important to the team's chances of reaching the final 16. At just 23, the Chelsea star will lead his country in his first international event, looking to make a great impression. Frank Leboeuf achieved exactly that with France in 1998, winning the World Cup, and as a former Chelsea defender, he knows all about the guy known as Captain America. He'll need strong shoulders to make sure they can travel far. He's a gifted player, but he needs teammates who will serve and create for him. Leboeuf feels that everyone is vying for second place in the group behind England. We suppose they're delighted with the result. It is a fairly young team. England is the group's largest football country and should comfortably qualify. In the quarterfinals, we anticipate England to face France. Can they, however, put a stop to 56 years of agony? It's a possibility, according to Leboeuf. They constantly seem to be lacking something, some little feature. But this time, they must be regarded as a danger to France, Argentina, and Brazil since England have all of the necessary skills to win a World Cup. So, although England is the favorite in Group B, we'll be keeping a watch on the Americans, who defeated England in 1950 and took a point off them in 2010. Iran might surprise both sides and keep an eye out for the wild card, which could come from Wales, Scotland, or Ukraine in an intriguing Group B. This wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, give us big thumbs and subscribe to the channel.